Thank you for joining us wherever you are. This podcast episode is brought to you by the Old Ways Actual Play team. This actual play uses the Trail of Cthulhu First Edition tabletop role-playing game rules by Pelgrane Press. This actual play is performed by adults and in an adult setting. Listeners should know that this show may include mature themes and scenes. All content, including names, places, events, and so forth, which may bear resemblance to entities living, dead, or eldritch, is strictly coincidental. My name is Rena Henze, and for tonight's game, I will be your keeper. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Old Ways podcast. I'm your keeper, Keeper Mav. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm excited to bring you another episode of Silver Screams, our Trail of Cthulhu 1930s campaign. We had some tense moments last episode. We'll see how that works out this time. But before we do that, I would, as always, like to thank you, our wonderful listeners, and you, especially our Patreon supporters. You help make what we do possible. If you'd like to see what we have to offer on the Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/theoldwayspodcast. And now for introductions. To my right.
Hi, I'm Bunny. I'm playing Yvonne Alethea Joy, or Saint Cyr. Our pronouns are she, her, and I am still your friendly makeup artist who is struggling a little bit with some cognitive dissonance. So
I'm sure that'll be fine. You'll be okay. Don't worry about it. And next to Yvonne.
Hello, I am Nichelle Schneider. I am playing Lilith St. Cyr, an actress, and we both go by she, her pronouns. Yeah.
All right. At the end of the table.
Hello, I'm Perry Clark. I'm playing Kingston Biko Garvey. I'm your stagehand, set designer, and just waiting to see what's coming next.
Aren't we all? Next to Kingston.
Hello, my name is Courtney. I am playing Sophia Reed. We both use the she, her pronouns. Sophia is a seamstress who is realizing she's going to need to reevaluate her budget for the grocery store.
Yes, feeding two is going to be a bit much, especially with Howard's current appetite. And last but never least.
Hey y'all, I'm Emily. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Kingston, or Kit Dubois. He uses he, him pronouns, and he is a PA who honestly doesn't really know what's going on right now.
Yes, you did miss out on quite a bit when you were off running errands for Mr. Brewer, but I'm sure you'll figure out what's going on in no time. So we pick up this session with Kit leaving Lilith St. Cyr's dressing room. You still have some notes to deliver, Kit, so where would you be heading next?
Next, I'd be going to Daphne. Because
Okay.
I both owe her an apology and have some questions for her.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you make your way over towards the desk area where you find Daphne sorting mail and other notes that need to go to various people. She's bouncing in her seat. Her hands are twitching.
Have you had any water today?
Coffee has water in it.
I just wordlessly hand her a canteen of water that's been sitting on my desk.
Okay, fine. She takes a swig. Doesn't have any taste to it, though. Coffee's much better.
I wanted to say sorry for mostly leaving you on your own yesterday. Mr. Brewer had me running all over the place.
Oh, that's totally fine. Mr. Brewer does that. He told me he was having you run errands, so I figured I could handle everything by myself, and I definitely did. Mr. Brewer said he was very proud of me.
I'm very proud of you as well, but also I'm a little worried about your caffeine intake for today.
I've only had 6.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Is it, oh?
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I help you with something?
I just want to you've seen the notes for the new production, right?
Yes, the Yellow King's Bride. Yeah, Mr. Brewer's very excited about that. He left me something to give you, which had all the casting notes and all that stuff. I guess you saw it because I don't see it on your desk anymore.
Yeah, I hold up my notes. Yeah, I've got them.
Great. It's going to be a really fun project, Mr. Brewer says.
Yeah, I think so. It looks pretty cool.
Haven't seen script yet, though, but that's okay. Miss St. Cyr's going to be great in it.
Yeah. Kit is just trying to keep up and keeps trying to start things and keeps seeing Daphne, have more going on in her mind. Also, thank you for Yeah, thank you for yesterday. That's it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Anything else I can help you with?
No, just please don't stress out too much, and let me know if you need anything.
I'd say more coffee, but I think you think that I shouldn't have any more.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get you that.
Okay. Cool. I've got things to package up and places to be and people to talk to and she trails off for a second. Her eyes go slightly unfocused, probably from all the caffeine, and she refocuses. Yeah, I've got things to do.
Okay. All right, I'll leave you to it then.
Thanks,
And it's gonna go back to work.
All right. You've got plenty of work to do, that's for sure. So, Kingston, you've got the set all prepared and everything. You've been watching some of the filming. You've had to duck in to move some set pieces around when Director Moore will call cut and say, I don't like those trees where they are. Can you move them to the other side, Kingston and Andy? Thank you. And moving various pieces around as Director Moore deems them necessary. Some things have been knocked over by some of the actors, which happens every time you have a production. So you've had to take some things away to be fixed and then put back in for continuity. And just, you've been super busy.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep everything from falling apart so that we can have more later and deal with the reshoots.
So many reshoots. You gather there's going to be a decent number for today because everything seems to be going wrong.
Part of me is wondering, is it me or is it something else?
Well, Director Moore is on his at least 8th cigarette. So he seems to be a little bit stressed right now.
Well, we're hopping to it. And we're not offering any opinions or suggestions at this moment until it just seems really warranted. Otherwise, he says, move it, we move it.
You move it, and you get things done. Camera angles are a little hard to prejudge when you're building the set, so some of the things he has you do definitely make sense, because you can see where the camera is pointing, and then there's the way he's moving the shadows and the light around. So it does keep you very busy. But later in the afternoon, as you're moving some pieces from the first set of the day, they're moving towards the graveyard now. Daphne comes bounding in with a mailbag. Kingston, I've got mail for you.
Again? This is rare.
I don't know. It just came with your name on it. It's from Brian.
Still gloved hand. I'll take it from him.
You take it from her, and she bounces on the balls of her feet. Says, "If you don't have any mail for me to take to Leah in the mailroom, then I'll be off. But I thought you'd want it right away."
Thank you very much. No, I don't have anything.
Okay, great. See you, Kingston. And she darts away like the Roadrunner.
Just watch her go for a few moments, and then I will look at the envelope for a moment, and then I will open it.
Mm-hmm. You open the envelope, and inside is a letter. It says, "Dear Kingston, thank you for the heads up. My family and I are on our way east. I've had no dreams. Thought you just might want to know that. Keep in touch, because I'm worried about you. I'll send our address when we find a place to land. I don't know where we'll be safe, but we'll find somewhere."
And there's a moment he'll hold that close to his chest and just take some long, deep breaths, and then fold it up and stick it back into his pocket. Mostly probably actually in his overalls as opposed to his pants, the side pockets.
Mm-hmm. You fold it up and put it back in. It's reassuring to hear that he's safe, or at least he was when he sent the letter. No more dreams. You think maybe you did the right thing by sending him away.
I'm going to trust in that.
Mm-hmm. And you get back to work.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got to deal with the people rising from the grave, and that means some special effects.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping the actors safe.
Definitely some special effects. You've got some blood. Not real blood this time. But blood is a theme with you.
No. What? Knowing that they were going to have to raise from the ground, what we actually did was build shallows and basically put a rig on top of these shallows with the dirt. And actually, again, the muslin is basically set up with a very thin layer of dirt so that they'll be able to. So it didn't collapse, but they basically have this sort of wooden frame with an opening that they will reach up. For those who have to put their hands up, but others that will basically be able to emerge. They mainly have to hold their breath during that moment, but they'll come up out of the dirt and earth.
So you get everything set up. You're there to watch. It's pretty impressive, actually. You're very pleased with yourself, and Director Moore gives you a thumbs up because it goes flawlessly on the first try. Finally,
Yes.
Something works. And so the graveyard scenes continue. There's a few hiccups, but the main event goes off really well, and all of the extras rise from the dead. So the rest of the day passes. You all have so much work to do, you don't have time to catch up with each other during the workday. Yvonne, by the time you get everybody into their makeup for the second set of scenes that's being done today, you have to take off the makeup for the people who were in the first set of scenes today. And by the time you're done with them, then the second group is coming back in. Sophia, you've been running around doing costumes, fixing things, prepping for the next day's worth of filming. It's been a very chaotic few days just when it comes to filming. You're not used to going from pre-production to filming so fast. Things are moving very, very quickly, which maybe it's some new method. Maybe Director Moore is just so excited about this project he couldn't wait to get the filming rolling. But you're a lot more tired than normal. But eventually the day comes to an end. Director Moore calls wrap on the filming, and Lilith, you've gotten your makeup taken off and you're able to change back into your regular clothes. Clarissa has left for the day. She looks a little bit perkier than she did when she came in, which is a good thing. But you have your evening now. What would you like to do with it, all of you?
Did I happen to see Kit on kind of like my way out of makeup and everything?
Yeah, it's either you went looking for him or you see him across the lot. Either way, he's busy. He's always on the set.
I'll mosey on over.
Hi. Kit's kind of just,
Hi.
Taking notes and sorting through all of his papers as usual.
So you're going to join us for cookies?
Yeah, I think so. If someone will give me a ride.
I was going to take the bus like I normally do, but I'm pretty sure Yvonne would be willing. I know she offered Sophia and Howard this morning.
Then yeah, sure.
About earlier, I got really frustrated, and it wasn't at you, but it was definitely I'm sure you felt like it was aimed at you, and I just wanted to apologize about that.
It's all right. I mean, this has been stressful on everyone, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm usually better about that sort of thing.
I kind of just offer a weak smile. Well, should we get going then?
Yeah, we could definitely get going. And I think Lilith will just head to the bus stop and everything like she normally does on her way back. And Kit is more than welcome to join her or go find Yvonne if would prefer a ride.
Yeah, Kit will follow Lilith.
Okay, so Lilith and Kit are taking the bus back home. What about the rest of you?
As the day's winding down and people are leaving, Sophia's kind of taking Howard just for like a scenic stroll around the studio, kind of hoping to catch up with whomever is there that she can see.
As usual, I'm one of the last to leave, so I'm probably still getting things set up for taking down from today and then prepping and setting for tomorrow.
Yeah, so you see Kingston working on the sets as you take Howard around. Howard keeps looking at things like he sort of half recognizes them, but not completely. It's possible the studio's been changed up since he remembers being here. It has been a couple of years after all, but he doesn't panic or react the way he has a couple times in the last few hours. But as you're taking him around, you do see Kingston working on the set.
Yes, so Sophia will bring Howard kind of tentatively into the studio. She doesn't want to encroach on not her territory in the lot, but every time she does come by, she's always kind of wide-eyed and wonder at everything that has been built up seemingly overnight. And she'll walk over towards Kingston. I was able to catch a little bit of the grave rising earlier today. I was walking by, but I stopped quickly. It was really impressive.
Yeah.
I think this is Howard did some work in this department at some point.
Yes, I do remember the story. How have things been?
They've been going well. I just wanted to let you know the bag that you gave me has been very comforting to me. But if it's all right, I've given it to Howard for the time being, if that's okay.
I can make you another one.
Thank you.
May not be the same fabric, but I can make you another one.
I appreciate it. How have things been going here for you?
It's been a long, busy day. I won't lie. Busier than some of our other ones.
Mm.
But we're moving along.
We are. I had been speaking with Yvonne earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping to catch her on the way out. I would like to go see Mr. Wilkins, and I think I really appreciate your perspective on things, and I think it would be good to have you there.
Oh, but well, we can see if we can find him, and be interesting to pick another set designer's brain, or at least just listen. That's a lot of what I do. How do you feel? How is your memory?
Yesterday is still hazy. I don't really remember. But I guess better not remembering a few moments than an entire. And she'll cast her eyes down and kind of look away a little bit.
In a brief moment, I will sort of lean and look over at Howard as she's doing this, and then back at her.
Howard's been looking around wide-eyed at the set. He's been running his hand over pieces and inspecting them, and you recognize what he's doing as something you would do yourself, checking to make sure pieces are well put together, that everything is stable, it's not going to be knocked over if someone bumps into it, so on. He's got a professional sort of movement about what he's doing.
I probably wouldn't want to do it here. Are you going back to the Sincere house tonight?
This is maybe just my impression. My answer is I don't know, but I feel like we make people there uncomfortable.
I don't know if it's so much uncomfortable, but there's questions. And I know with the rush of getting you back last night, both of you, and today, we haven't had a chance to stop and breathe.
The show must go on.
Right. I would propose that I think you should go back tonight, and I will join you there. If you recall that little thing I did with the egg, I'd like to do it with Howard as well. And maybe with you too. It might give us some clue about your memory.
I think that would be okay. How is your aunt doing?
She is still recovering. It took a lot out of her when she made contact with that lace you were working with. Something she's never seen before. We're dealing with stuff that even I have never seen before, but trying to do my best.
I'm really sorry about that. I didn't want to hurt anyone.
I don't think this was you hurting her. But there are things out here, there's another ecosystem on the other side. And just like you got to be careful when you're walking, get out of the way of the tram or the car, same thing can happen there too. Things move and there's a back wave from it. And I don't think it was anything of you.
Thank you for your kind words. I am still sorry. Are you finished up here? Would you like to walk with us to find Yvonne?
Sure. Not a problem. Give me about another 15 minutes and I can grab my stuff.
Sure.
All right, good. So, be with you back shortly. I'll step away to finish up so we can leave.
Howard starts automatically moving things with you when you start carrying things out.
I will welcome his help.
He doesn't say anything. He just seems to know this is a piece that would need to be moved rather than be out overnight. And he just picks things up and follows you to where you need to put them away.
I don't want to try anything mystical in this setting right now. I'd rather do it with, again, proper protections around us.
Understandable. So you and Howard take down the pieces of the set that need taking down. You grab your things. Sophia, you watch. It's a little strange seeing Howard working, just the way he moves and what he's doing. But it also feels a little good that seems to have found something that he used to do and is doing it. He's not just standing there like the undead that you had to make costumes for earlier. He's maybe feeling a little bit happy just from how he moves.
If he looks like he's being engrossed in his task, she'll take the opportunity just to run back to the room and pick up some work that she can do during the night, and then hurry back as quickly as possible.
You don't seem to have been missed. Howard is happily boxing things up. And then, Kingston, you get your things, and you can go find Yvonne.
So Sophie will just go and knock on the door for the makeup studio to see if she's still there and poke her head in.
Yvonne will be surrounded by new sketches of makeup designs for the new lighting and little tweaks and things for upcoming scenes that they haven't filmed yet. Yes, sorry. Sophia, hi. There have been changes to the lighting, as I was talking to you about before, and it's just very exciting because I get to change these aspects of these faces for the coming scenes now that I know what that's going to look like more in the future. It won't ruin the continuity of scenes we've already filmed, but at least I can make them more dramatic for the scenes that are coming up on Thursday and Friday, especially. She's like gathering up all the pictures around her to work on at home also.
Do you need any help carrying anything out?
She's going to search around her. No, I think I can carry this all. I'm going to leave most things here that aren't just my sketches and sketchbooks. And I have some makeup in my trunk for swatching.
Sophia's started to gather things that she knows that you're just trying to figure out if you're bringing with you or not.
Perfect.
She's picking things up.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's helpful. Do you need a ride home or?
I was just going to say if it's all right with you.
Sure. With how Director Moore is driving the pace of this, and especially since we don't really know what's going on with Mr. Wilkins, I think, what would you think about we try going during the day this weekend rather than going and disrupting him probably after dinner?
I suppose that could be all right. Okay.
That way we have a chance to, if we have a moment, see if we can find that he still even lives there, or if anybody knows anything else. But at least we have a higher likelihood of catching him there and awake, probably on a weekend, than who knows how late on a work night. You know, people getting on in the years tend to go to bed earlier than we might get out of here some nights. So
yeah, you're probably right. I was just, I guess, a little eager to get some answers. Maybe.
If we get out of here early some night this week, I'm happy to still take you. Or if there's a chance, I can't imagine when, but if there's a chance for us to get out of here midday, I'm happy to take you both. I don't know. I felt like that might give us more time.
Yeah, no, that I'm quite all right with that. Is this everything we're taking back? She's got like 2 tote bags with her now.
Yeah. She'll also have her arms full, but not too much that she can't lock up the makeup studio for the night. So I'm giving you and Howard a ride back to the St. Cyr house.
As long as we're welcome.
As she's like fishing for info. Of course you'd be welcome. I know that Lilith is very clearly stressed out. A lot has happened, especially to her. But I think that she's more comforted by us all being there than she would be wondering where we are.
She's very protective of her people, and that's really quite admirable.
Yvonne is going to sort of gently nudge Sophia's arms while walking next to her. You know, you're our people now. You know that, right?
I was very careful with my words and didn't just use her family for a reason. I'm here.
Good. I'm really glad. I don't know. I'm really glad that this gave us a reason to become friends.
The same. Okay. Before they're waiting too much, let's go.
Oh, yeah. She's locked up. We're walking and talking. I will propose once we all get to the car that maybe we swing by the store for more food for Howard on the way back. But otherwise, I'm down for whatever errands we need to do on the way back.
And I'll be waiting by your car with I'll meet you at the house. I was going to ask, even if before you went shopping and so forth, could you pick me up some eggs for tonight?
Oh,
yes.
Oh, of course. Of course,
Thank
Kingston,
you.
Absolutely.
I'll see you there and see me heading off to the trolley line.
All right. So eventually you all reunite at the St. Cyr house. Phyllis welcomes you all in with dinner that she's prepared. She's happy having such a large group, although it might be getting a little bit tiring for the family at this point because it's been a few days. But she's happy to have so many people to host for. So you can enjoy dinner together. Howard is quiet, but devours quite a bit, as usual. But he makes the occasional comment saying thank you and pass the turkey, please, and things like that. But you have a nice dinner all together. It's the first time you've really all been together since Lilith woke up. So it's a good evening. Replenishes your spirits a little bit. And then after dinner, when everything's cleared away and Phyllis has retired to the study with her husband to work on some things, she's typing up a manuscript he's working on. Kingston, you had something you wanted to take care of with Howard and Sophia.
Yeah. So, and this will probably also be the first time Lilith's seeing it too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'd probably be easier if we start with Sophia so Howard can see what's going to happen and hopefully feel safe with this. And I'll gesture to the couch.
She puts down some of the costuming she's been threading and kind of smiles and has a deep sigh, shakes her head, and she goes to lie on the couch, as you've indicated to her.
And I'll ask you to just try to think back, don't force it, to what happened last night. And I will run the egg along her length and then crack it into the water.
The egg is normal.
That's a good sign. Put it off to the side. Howard, may I ask you to do the same thing?
He looks at you a little askance, and then he looks back at Sophia with a question in his eyes.
She just nods and smiles. It's okay. I trust him.
Okay. It's a little weird, though, right?
New to us. It's new.
Okay, new. That's a good word. Sorry, Kingston. I didn't mean to be rude.
That's perfectly all right. This is an unusual experience. So if you'll lay down too, I don't want this to be difficult for you. Just think back to anything you can in these last few days. And then I will run the egg his length as well.
Okay. You run the egg over him. His eyes go unfocused, like he's trying to think. And you crack the egg into the glass, and it's 2 yolks, but both are healthy.
Again, odd, but that's a good sign compared to where we started a few days ago. There's something else I want to try and do with you, Howard, but I'm going to pause for a moment, and then I'm going to turn. Lilith, would you be okay with doing this as well?
Sure.
I just want you to think back to the last few days, and even back to when you went unconscious, and let's just see what comes up. And I will run the egg down her length.
You complete your little ritual with the egg. Again, it's healthy.
Those are all good signs. Well, save for the double yolk. But that's been supported by what we've done in the past. Now, for the other thing I'd like to do, and I will reposition a set of chairs facing each other. Howard, would you take this seat, please?
He sits down after glancing at Sophia again.
And I will just offer my hands to him. I just want you to think about where you've been, what's gone on, as much as you can, while you've been away from us, away from Sophia.
His hands start shaking and he looks terrified.
I will just put my hands under and just lift up slightly so they're making contact. And then I will initiate psychometry and begin to try to read him.
Okay, give me a roll.
That's a 2. I'm willing to spend at least 1 more magic point to make it a 3.
You have to spend points before you make the roll.
Oh, okay. So do you want me to re-roll it?
You can re-roll it, but there will be consequences if things don't go well. You need a 4.
So I'll spend it. At this point, I'll spend 2 points of magic.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Nice. Okay. You take his hands, and the rest of you see Kingston's eyes go blank. And you don't know what's happening, Sophia, because Howard's body goes rigid. His hands stop shaking, but he is as stiff as a board. And his eyes also get that same blank expression that Kingston's got. Kingston, it's like you're looking through someone else's eyes. You've done psychometry on objects before, but you've never been able to make it work on a person. And it's disorienting. It makes your head spin because you know you're looking through Howard's eyes. And you're walking down a dirt path. There's unfamiliar stars and moons up above. Everything is dark. You're walking through a forest. And you're walking, and you're walking, and you're walking, and walking. and you feel so alone. You don't know where you are. You remember melting. That's the only word you can think of, is melting, and finding yourself here. And you see these trees, the darkness of them. Sometimes they feel like they're crowding you in. Sometimes they feel like they're so far away, your brain can't make sense of where they are. And you're so very alone. And you remember thinking to your sister, "Save me, help me, Sophia." All these words tumbling around in your mind. And there was blood on your hands, from your mouth, from your eyes. You look at them. You hear singing as you bleed. Off in the distance, this strange, clear but dissonant song. And when the song stops, the blood disappears. And you find yourself standing on the edge of a lake, or is it a sea? It stretches so far, it's hard to tell. There's a boat in the distance, and a city with tall spires. And then you see this symbol in the air, this yellow symbol with twisting lines. It's circling and spinning and moving in strange directions, and it gets a grip on you. And you start shaking in the real world. You see Kingston start shaking violently as if he's having a seizure, froth at his mouth. His eyes roll back in his head.
Sophia was immediately up to hold on to Howard, but as soon as Kingston starts to show signs of distress as well, she's... Help! Somebody help!
Yvonne is also going to spring into grabbing Kingston distance in case he falls over, and I'd like to make a first aid check.
Go ahead.
Are Howard and Kingston still touching?
Depends on if someone pulls them away or not.
I think after everything that happened with Aunt Marcia, she is trying to separate them.
I do also have first aid if you'd like assistance, Yvonne.
Kit is just going to go and try and hold Kingston up by the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 5.
Okay. So you know you need to lay him down, elevate his head. You get Kit to help you with that. You stretch him out on the couch and elevate his head, check his pulse, hold his shoulders so he doesn't convulse too hard, and just administer first aid as if he was having a full-on seizure. Sophia, Howard has collapsed to the ground, unconscious.
She'll kind of sit behind him and have his head in her lap again, and she's running her hands through his hair, but her eyes have not left Kingston.
You keep an eye on Kingston. You hold on to your brother. Kingston, you slowly come back to consciousness, but with this shifting symbol before you, and I need a stability roll from you.
4.
4, okay. Lose 2 points of stability. Your head is spinning, Kingston, and you cannot get this symbol out of your mind. The yellow sign. The yellow sign. You want to see it again. This symbol, it's etched into your brain. But you're awake.
Oh, I would really like an aspirin right now, please.
Lilith will go grab one with a glass of water.
I understood what she meant and why it took her down so much. Oh, gods.
Are you all right? What happened?
I basically did the same thing my aunt did, except instead of to the lace, I did it to Howard. I've got a idea of where he's been, and it's nowhere near here.
What?
Oh,
What was it?
I saw the city. I saw the forest, the lake, and the ever-present darkness. But there was this symbol, this yellow light. It's got power like nothing I've ever seen or felt. It's overwhelming. It's consuming.
As he's saying this, I'm guessing that Howard is still unconscious. How is Sophia responding to this?
Wide-eyed and shocked, and as Kingston starts to describe things, you're seeing some recognition come into her face. What he said seems to be familiar to her.
I'll go get more water and aspirin because I'm fairly. Howard might need some, or Sophia.
Actually, I'll take a double. Another one, too, please, too. Oh.
The pattern from that you saw, the same one, I think, that I found in the lace. It twists and it dances and turns and it draws you in.
It's the worst kind of will-o-wisp. We had them back in the bayou, but this is on a level and magnitude far more than that.
What does that mean?
Wisps are, some would say they're swamp gas, but they're spirits. They usually entice people into problems. Sometimes that's how spirits will show up. Just a collection of dancing lights like fireflies, but more intense, more appealing. This world is dark. I mean, not like going out at night and it's some moonless night, but this is far more than that. And the stars, the sky was, not what we see above us. And I saw the city, but it seemed most of all that black lake. It's the darkness, and it's old. Very old.
So does that mean that Howard has been stuck there?
As far as I can tell, yeah. And I'll look over at Sophia through squinted eyes, and I think you got to the edge of it to get him.
I've seen that in dreams. Thank you again. Are you okay? I don't, this is twice that I don't want to keep hurting people.
Again, it's not you. It's this elder thing. The fact, I think Howard and you are like the rest of us. We're all gifted. I think this thing likes gifted people.
I don't know what that means. Okay.
But again, it's not you, and it's not him. For all I know, we've all been enticed into a Venus flytrap.
And with the additional aspirin, and hand one over to Kingston, but also offer one to Sophia, as well with a glass of water.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Kingston, you just mentioned that we all might have been enticed into a Venus flytrap. I think since we're all here, we should talk for a second. So, we've talked about how some of us and people we know have had dreams that seem very similar. It's showed up in letters. Earlier, Howard, who is luckily not awake for talking about this, just mentioning the film that he had worked on, went on and on about the yellow road, and it winds its way to the lake and sea, and where the road ends is dim Carcosa, right, Sophia?
Yeah, that's what he said.
And the darkness in the water and the themes of what he said are so similar to what's come up again and again. And obviously is so connected to what you just saw and what your aunt saw. And I didn't touch it, but Kit, you should know that Mr. Brewer gave me a key to a makeup trailer on Lot E, which I've never been out to Lot E before. And nobody else even remembers seeing Lot E before. But I went out there and it's fully stocked with brand new supplies, unlike I've ever been provided for a project. And there was one locked drawer in the trailer that's locked with the same key as the trailer that had a book. And I didn't touch it, but something felt so off about locking this book in this trailer. And you'd think that something that's locked isn't meant to be found, but I think that he wanted me to find it there, so I didn't touch it. But I think maybe we need to go to Lot E together. I don't know, is that weird?
No, that makes sense.
Wouldn't that be playing potentially into whatever exactly they want us to do?
I think me going alone would be, but if we're all together and, you know, I, like Kingston said, don't touch it with my bare hands. I've been very good about that lately. And, you know, I have people with me who, like, can help me if I fall into a trance or start having a seizure, I guess, or whatever. That's being alone there for who knows how long, or found by somebody else, or taken away, or ending up in a lake. I don't know. But I think there's a part of me that just kind of needs to know more about what's happening. And I can't take this next job on the next film until I know more about it. But I can't give an answer to why I won't take the job until I know more about it. This could either be the greatest opportunity of my career or a giant trap with a big arrow painted at it going, hey, this is a trap and I still want to check it out. And I know I shouldn't, but I don't know how to go. I don't want to follow my dreams straight-faced to somebody if I don't even know why it's giving me a bad feeling.
And that's why I gave everyone the glass before bed. Or you woke up in the morning. It's a way of dealing with dreams and nightmares. They get caught in the glass as opposed to staying with you. A decoy, so to speak.
Thanks, Kingston.
And I think this thing has approached us through our dreams, despite every protections we've had.
Are you talking of going tonight?
Either tonight or we never all take the same lunch. Like, we're always too busy. And with how Mr. Moore is trying to just absolutely plow his way through this film at a speed we don't usually go, probably so he can get onto this next project for Mr. Brewer. I don't know when we'll all have free time. Whether we all take a lunch break together and just happen to go to Lot E at the same time, or we do it after hours tomorrow after work, or we go tonight, which I think will be a little hard to explain. But Harvey's chill. I don't know.
She looks down at Howard and...
Not tonight.
I don't think
Oh, so not tonight.
Oh, so not tonight.
Has Howard woken up at any point right now, or is he still unconscious?
He's stirring, so he seems to be coming back around.
I don't want us to separate, but also I feel nervous about bringing him.
That's fair.
Just because I don't want to... I just don't want him to get hurt by any of it.
At least it's not the lot he was found on, though. I think that maybe someday we should go back there too. But I do understand not wanting to get Howard mixed up in this more when we just got him out of it. But I don't know what to do other than at least peek closer before we figure out if this is even a problem, if this is even related. But it feels like it has to be, right? I don't know.
Why don't we do it in the morning?
Oh,
We can
go in
go
early?
early. Yeah, we can check the stage and everything, because I know that we were focused on other matters at that point, as well as check out that trailer.
There's one other thing. If you'll, then I'll gesture towards my bag.
I'll go grab his bag and bring it over to him.
And I'll go in and I'll pull out the bracelet. This was in the envelope I first got with your picture in it.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt's had it. She's tried to destroy it, and she couldn't do that. I'll put it down on the table. I haven't had a chance to work on trying to do my own investigation of it, but this thing is resisting being destroyed. And I think it was set up as a decoy. Again, the will-o-wisp, the Venus flytrap that brings in the flies. I'm not sure yet what it does or what it means.
Does the bracelet look familiar to Lilith?
It doesn't.
Was I wearing... I'm trying to remember. Was I in the picture that was given to Kingston
You were in the
wearing the
picture.
bracelet?
You weren't wearing the bracelet because it was a headshot, right? So from the shoulder or the chest up. So you can't tell if you were wearing it or not.
But that assumption can possibly be made.
It could be made, yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of assumptions that could be made, but
I'm going to go out on a limb. I have a feeling that mask you were given might be like that bracelet.
Have we received anything else like that?
no.
All I got was the first letter, and then she pulls out another envelope that Yvonne has seen before, and then this one. And she pushes it away from herself on the table and then continues to look at Howard.
Howard is sitting up at this point, like he slowly pulled himself up into a seated position. And he's looking around blankly.
Sophia will give him the aspirin and the water, but she is very much not looking at that envelope on the table.
He takes it, doesn't say anything.
That's the only other thing I've received.
And there was also what the pictures did. Do we have any other ones?
What do you mean what the pictures did?
I'll fish out my original envelope and the picture of Lilith, hold it up to the light.
You see a skull bleeding through.
And if you stack that with the other picture that was mailed, well, the same thing happens, but more. So it's quite distressing.
I don't understand any of that. It's awful, but a trick of film. Like, I think we can only, I don't know, move forward from here. You want to go look at the lot E. That's what you want to do. Then I'm on board with that. I if you don't want Howard there, I will stay back with him. I'm not leaving him alone.
I'm not asking you to leave him alone. You can stay back with him if you want. I just think I both think that we can't not work on our current job, right? And I don't know if we should work on the next one. But that would be hugely impactful on our careers, whether we choose to or not. But I think that we probably should at least discuss this stuff and look into these things, because we have to make choices soon, especially Kit. You've had things about the next project cross your desk by now, right? I saw you running around
Yes.
like a busy little bee.
Definitely, he he's really wanting to get that started. There's not a lot of time that we have.
Yeah. So I just think that we're going to be pressed on whether I take that makeup job and whether Lilith, is involved and whether people are involved in that. And we should probably at least look at these things that we were given about it before we have to make a yes or no choice for sure to the studio. And I don't want to do that alone because I'm scared. I don't want to be, but I'm just scared right now. So I'm sorry. And again, you can stay with Howard, though. If we don't come back from Lot E for work in the morning, then at least you know where we are, which is better than if one of us just wanders off on our own, right? So I'm sorry. And she's going to rush off to the kitchen to get a drink of water and excuse herself.
So are you talking about going to Lot E tonight or finding another time during the week when you can get there?
Kingston groans and says, I think not tonight, please.
It sounded like we were leaning towards tomorrow morning before work.
Okay. So unless you had other things you want to discuss or do this evening, you all head to bed. Kingston, with the worst migraine you have ever had in your life. It is so far beyond pain, you don't know what to call it. And the aspirin doesn't take anything off the edge.
So after grabbing a glass of water, well, actually 2 glasses of water, I will root around in my bag and pull out several roots and start munching on them as I down the glass of water.
They don't work. It's hard to sleep. You keep seeing that pattern before your eyes. At some point, you realize you've drawn it to the best of your abilities on a sheet of paper near the couch you've been sitting on. One of these pieces of paper you take notes on. You look over at it and you've somehow drawn it without realizing you were drawing it.
The will-o-wisp.
But you do manage to sleep at some point, thank the gods. It's not for very long, but that's normal for you right now. You do sleep a little. And you all get up early in the morning, earlier than normal, and head to Lot E. Sophia, are you staying behind with Howard?
I think maybe that's for the best if
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, we'll stay here. We'll meet you. We'll meet you at work.
So the rest of you head to Lot E. Harvey waves you in as you come in at various points. You don't all drive in together. That would be a little bit strange. You arrive at different times, but Harvey waves you in. He's getting close to ending his shift. He's the night watchman, or one of the night watchmen. Just welcomes you in and goes back to reading his pulp novel that he's got. Puts his feet up. Can't tell what he's reading today, but he seems to be having a good time with it. And you make your way to Lot E, where you can see these sets that have been partially broken down. There's some painted backdrops, Kingston, that your careful eye looks over and just automatically thinks, well, I could use that. Why is it back here? Just, you can't turn off that part of your brain. But there is a trailer set up near the middle of the lot that looks newer than the rest of this space, which has a lot of neglect, an air of neglect to it, except for this one trailer.
This it?
Yeah. This is the one. And she'll fish the key out of her purse and unlock it again.
I think Lilith is going to look at Yvonne and just be like, you're good with whatever happens next?
I think we're all questions, no answers. And I don't know how we'll get any peace of mind if none of those ever get answers. So I think I have to be okay with whatever happens now. So, Yvonne, still wearing her driving gloves, so she's not barehanded, will go inside and she'll go to the locked drawer and unlock it and see if the book is still in there.
Book is still there.
Kingston, Lilith, this is what I was talking about. And she'll just sort of point at the book in the open drawer to the two probably most attuned, gifted people in the party openly. I don't know if this matters, but this is the thing. And it feels like if he gave me the key to this trailer that's been set up for this project and with things for me to look at, this presumably was left here for me by Mr. Brewer to find.
That makes sense. He's the one who gave you the key, after all.
What does the book look like?
It looks old. It's got a dark brown cover on it. No title that you can see.
He didn't say anything about this to you?
Nope. He told me to come check it out when I had time, and consider the position as the head of makeup for the project. He told me about his vision for the project and how he sees makeup's role in it as, rather than masking the artists and making them into different people, unmasking them and showing them who they really are, and, you know, all of his artistic thoughts on it. But he never mentioned a locked drawer or a book. But if he personally kitted this out for this project and then put a single book in a drawer that he just gave me the key to, that feels like something I'm curious about. But he did not accompany me here. He just told me to come here when I had time.
Also probably means that he's aware that we're here.
Probably.
Yvonne, does the trailer look any different from when you were in here the other day?
Not really. Everything is so weirdly clean and new. In all of the time I've worked here, Lilith, I have never been given a fully stocked trailer of new product to use. It's what can I scrounge up from all the other films that they've ever made before to get through the next people before we have to buy makeup. And this is only new product. That is so telling on its own right.
Yeah.
But no, everything seems the same, everything new and tidy in this otherwise abandoned, filthy lot. Is it weird that how clean it is compared to everything else in Lot E also feels wrong? I would love if all of Lot E looked like this, but it just feels, I don't know. But he really wants me to take on this role for him, and he really wants this project to be made, clearly. So
He's definitely gearing everything up for something. The fact is that it's all brand new. Supplies and everything speaks that there is definitely money going around.
Yeah, which is great. I'm not trying to just sound like some random nervous Nelly here. It's just, I don't know, everything at once this last week. And this book, I mean, it looks like a normal book, except why is there no title? And why is it the only thing in here? And I don't know. I've been afraid to touch it.
You know what he offered me? The lead role, but also $75,000.
Oh. That's...
Whoa.
That's so much money.
Uh-huh.
I mean...
So, we obviously want answers. And there's a potential for gaining answers here in front of us. And she just looks to Yvonne and then back to the book and then over to Kingston.
I'll take a deep breath and I'll approach the book and I'll lift the cover.
You lift the cover and it's got a blank page in the front, but it's a thin page. You can see ink beneath it.
She carefully turned that next page.
Okay. There's what looks like a recipe here for mixing paints, face paints and makeup and things like that. to shift in different lighting so that you don't need to do one set of makeup for one type of light, one set of makeup for another type of light. This makeup design, and there's a little sketch with it, looks like it's supposed to work in multiple forms of lighting.
I'll check a few other pages if it's similar.
There's different combinations here of this one. This one can help make the eyes appear like they're a completely different color, and this one will work with shadow and with light, and just all these different combinations with little sketches pointing at put this one in the crease here for the eyes and things like that.
I'm mostly a self-taught and observant painter, but this is a recipe book, almost like a cookbook of different techniques, but I've never heard of techniques like this in just what I've been able to access and study, and the books I've been able to get a hold of.
Wow. She'll sort of peek over his shoulder at it. That is what this looks like. Whoa, I've never seen techniques like those. Is that all this book is? It's just notes for future makeup for this project?
That's face value, but I guess, as you just said, you've never seen techniques like this. I've never seen painting techniques like this. There's more to it. Lilith, pass me a couple of the pieces of makeup, please.
I'll go over and pick out a couple of things that she knows Yvonne would normally go for, like a basic palette. She's been in the makeup chair enough times to know, just kind of grab a selection and then set them out. I'll let Yvonne explain what these are.
Well, I was looking more to look at what the ingredients were.
Oh. Kind of just turn the bottles over and hand them off. Lilith seems a little distracted while you all are doing this.
Checking to see if they were the usual ingredients you probably find in makeup, or is there something off with them, using my root knowledge.
Mm-hmm. They seem fairly normal at first glance. I'm going to have you give me some kind of roll. Give me an art painting roll.
Okay. I'll go ahead and spend 2 points on this.
2 points.
Deplete that pool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4 plus those 2 makes it a 6.
Okay. So you're looking at these face paints and the shadows and everything. There are some things that just don't, like, not everything had a label on them, right? And so you're having to kind of dig through and try and pull out some of the pieces of things, like checking the consistency and smelling it and so on. Some of them have a slight after scent that you can't quite place. It's sweet.
Do you smell that? I'll gesture for them to smell.
Yeah. I will smell it, and if there's anything weird, I'll also look at the ingredients, and I'd like to use my makeup skills for that, should I need to.
You can make me a roll.
Cool. I have 4 in my specialty for that, and I'd like to just spend those points.
All of them?
Yep.
Okay. So you spend all of them. Some of the colors on the eyeshadows in particular, they look slightly different. Like your brain can't quite place what the color is. It's almost like they shift color when you look at them in different lights. Like you turn your head and look at them from one side, you hold them up to the light that's in the natural light that's coming in through the window and the light in the trailer itself, and they change.
Huh. Have I ever seen anything like that before in my career yet?
Nope. This is completely new to you.
This is unlike anything as she's going to move closer to light and be very closely examining it and shifting it and smelling it again. What is this? Kingston,
Don't breathe too heavy. It may be the vehicle. The reason you see me always putting gloves on before I touch stuff is essentially contact. If something's been put into these makeups, they'd be on the skin and in contact.
Oh, of course. And she puts them down on the counter again. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. This isn't the usual, zinc and lamp black that I'm used to. But no, you're right. If somebody wanted to do something that goes through the skin, makeup's the perfect vehicle for it.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's so interesting that he kept talking about using the makeup to remove the masks from the actors and make them more who they are underneath. Which, I don't know, if you were going to do
somebody with something.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And she's just going to push everything back away from her, further onto the counter, make sure everything's closed again. Kingston, can I have that book, please?
I'll pass it over.
I'm going to flip through it to see if there's anything else that sort of stands out that isn't just more recipes.
It's all recipes in here. Say recipes. It's more like designs for making different styles of makeup using what you have here in the trailer. Some of them mix with things that you would use normally, but most of them appear to be geared towards what you have here. But as you're flipping through the book, you hear a whisper, Yvonne. It just says, "Unmask the world. Show their true faces."
She'll sort of look around. Huh. Do you... No. That's for later conversations. And she's just going to put the book back in the drawer and lock it for now. Where should we look next?
And I think that is a perfect place to end this episode. Thank you all for playing. Thank you everyone at home for listening. And we hope you will tune in to the adventures of this very paranoid crew next time. Thank you and good night.